be recorded, so I'm gonna start the recording. I was about to explain Pablo about these videos. I can share with you this playlist that it's from one of the YouTubers or teachers on YouTube that I really like her um her content. And here you have 11 videos where she explains the 100 most common words in English. Now, she goes like one by one, but the importance of this video is that she is going to teach you about the rhythm, let me remember what was the other thing, the rhythm, pronunciation of these words. Okay, what do I mean by rhythm? As I mentioned a couple of classes ago, I think that with Telma and probably with you, Pablo, I'm not sure, but I explained that when you have a conversation, you don't speak flat, right? Do you remember that I said that when we speak, we don't speak flat?
Yes.
Okay, so when we speak, we have like ups and downs, and sometimes in English, well, most of the time in English, and I think that's the difficult part to understand an English native speaker is that they make a lot, but they make a lot of reductions or contractions. Okay, Americans do a lot of reductions and a lot of contractions. And when we speak or when we learn, sorry, English, because this is not our first language, right? This is our second language. So when we learn English, usually we learn the full pronunciation of words. Okay? When we learn English, we learn the full pronunciation of words. But something very important that she explains in her videos is this, that Americans do a lot of reductions and a lot of contractions that sometimes we don't practice them or we don't get our ears used to those contractions and reductions. So we have a lot of issues on understanding American English. Okay, now I think that let me just, yeah, I think that I can show you the first video and explain a little bit about this. Let me just put this video, I'm gonna play it, and I'm going to explain a little bit more. Okay, just let me know if you can hear. There is a probability that the video, like what you see, is going to be delayed, but the important over here is I want you to hear, okay? So pay attention to what she says, okay?
Okay, got it.
You will learn how to pronounce the 100 most common words in American English. I got this idea when I saw a couple of other videos on this topic and I was horrified at what I saw. In those videos, people were teaching the full pronunciation of these words like that, have, to. So many of the 100 most common words are
Okay, I'm just gonna pause it because I need to explain these. What she says is so many of the 100 most common words are function words and they reduce. Let's see if my camera wants to work. I'm going to turn it back on. Okay. In English, we have two type of words or two classifications of words. Function words and content words. Okay, let me explain what's the meaning or what's the idea of each of these groups. A function word is the type of word that is in a sentence just because it has the function to complete the grammar in a sentence. Okay? Like we cannot speak like if we were cavemen, cavernícolas, right? We cannot speak like yo comer or yo hambre, right? These are the type of words that we cannot avoid, no podemos evitar en una oración. We cannot avoid these words because if we avoid the function words, we would sound like if we were cavemen. Okay? Now, what are these type of words? Dentro de las function words, you can find, let's see, you can find prepositions, okay? Some, I forgot this other word, but prepositions or adverbs of frequency, or other like short words, okay? Or even demonstrative pronouns, okay? So you have some demonstrative pronouns, you have prepositions, auxiliaries, and short words. Okay, these are function words. Okay, and short words. Now, in the other hand, the content words are the type of words that give us the content, the message of the sentence. Okay? Please just copy this in your notebooks. Copy this in your notebooks, and when she gives the first example, I am going to explain a little bit more and give you examples of function words and content words, okay? All right.
Okay.
Hello, Rodolfo. Good evening.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome. Very
Thank
good,
you.
very good. Okay, I am right now explaining to your classmates this first video of a playlist of 11 videos that I recommend you to watch to train your ear, but also to train how you speak. To speak, these videos are going to help you speak more fluently and understand better Native Americans speakers. Okay?
Okay.
Sorry, these videos are going to help you with that. So, right now, please copy this. In English, we have two groups of words, function words and content words. The function words help us to complete the grammar in a sentence. And the content words, they give the content or the message of the sentence. Like, what do we want to actually say? Okay, copy this or take a screenshot, whatever you want to do. Let me know when you are ready to continue.
Mm,
Ready?
No yet. Give me 1 second.
No problem, no problem.
Mhm.
Done.
Thank you, Pablo.
I have some trouble with my. I have a very big screen and I. Okay, ready. Okay, finally. Okay. I have
Perfect.
the
The
screenshot.
screenshot.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Thelma, are you ready also to continue?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, let me erase this. I'm going to put my microphone on mute and I will play the video again.
Function words and they reduce. It's completely unnatural to fully pronounce each word in American English. Let me show you what I mean. This sentence American English. Let me show you what I mean. This sentence is 4 words, and each one of these words is in the 100 most common words list. This is for work. That's the full pronunciation of each of these words.
Okay, something that I remember that I mentioned. Full pronunciation. Okay? Every single word in English has a full pronunciation. And usually, as ESL learners, if you remember, ESL means English as a second language. As ESL learners, we are very used to learn the full pronunciation of all the words in English. But remember, that's not how Americans, that's not how people from the United States, nor any other English speaking country speaks. Okay? They don't make the full pronunciation of every single word. Okay, so we have this sentence. The full pronunciation, and if you can repeat with me, that would be great. This is for work. Okay?
Mhm.
Can you try with me? This
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 is
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 for
for
work.
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 So we have something like this is for work if we put it together.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, let's continue watching.
And if that's all you learn about the pronunciation, then this is how you would pronounce that sentence. This is for work. This is for work. Well, I don't want any of my students thinking that that is the correct way to pronounce that sentence. It's not. It's not natural. This is for work. This is for work. Is and for are not fully pronounced. Rhythm in American English is extremely important for capturing the character of the language, for understanding Americans when they speak, and for sound.
Okay, this right here. Rhythm is important too. Understanding Americans when they speak, but also for you when you speak to sound natural. So we have 2 types of pronunciation, full pronunciation and natural pronunciation. Okay, this is usually what we learn, but this is what we want to do. When we speak, we want to sound natural, not like, no, this person I understood right away, or I identify right away that this is not his first language. Okay, even though we may have an accent, right, and that's something that sometimes we cannot get rid of. The idea is, even with an accent, aún con un acento, pronounce something very naturally. Ahora, natural no significa que vas a pronunciar como la misma articulación. No, natural se trata acerca de esto también. The rhythm. En vez de tener choppy sentences or choppy expressions, what do I mean by choppy? Choppy is for understanding Americans when they speak and for sounding natural and being easily. That's not rhythm, okay? That is choppy.
By
Okay.
pieces.
Sorry, Rodolfo?
It's like speak by pieces.
Exactly, like speaking in pieces. So, rhythm in American English is that have a flow when you speak, right, without a lot of pauses, but also giving a very clear message, delivering the message that you want to deliver to the person who is listening to you. Okay? All right. Now, if you heard, she gave the full pronunciation of the phrase, this is for work, this is for work, and she said the natural pronunciation, this is for work, for work. And we're going to listen a little bit more about that. Okay. If you want and copy this, Rhythm in American English will help you understand Americans when they speak and sound natural and being easily to communicate. If you want to copy that, that would be great. Okay, let's continue.
Sounding natural and being easily understood when you speak. Some syllables are long and some are very, very short. This contrast is the rhythm of American English. In order to make those short syllables really short, some words in American English, some of the most common words, reduce. This means a sound changes or is dropped.
Okay, here we have another term. Reduce or reduction of a word. Important. This is very important. Reduction or reduce is not the same as contract. Okay?
Mhm.
It's not the same. I'm going to give you an example. Reduce, like you said in the sentence, the full pronunciation of F-O-R is for, but the reduction is for. Okay? For, the reduction, for. But a contraction, okay, it's I am. What is the contraction of I am?
Yeah.
Okay, that you said, Rodolfo, it's not only the contraction, that is the reduction of the contraction. Okay, o sea, hasta una contracción, incluso el sonido de la contracción puede ser reducido. Porque los gringos no dicen, hi, I'm Eunice. No dicen I'm. Ellos dicen tal y como usted lo dijo, Rodolfo. I'm Eunice. Y esa es una reducción. Okay, so, important.
They are so lazy.
Ah, yes. They're so lazy when they speak.
Yes,
They're so lazy when they speak. I mean,
super
they
lazy.
make a lot of reductions. So it's important to understand what's a reduction and to identify a reduction so that we can understand fastly. Any question with the difference between reduce and contract?
No, it's clear.
It's clear.
Okay, so just as extra information, right? Reduce is when a sound changes or is dropped. For example, what's the meaning of dropped? Here, we drop the O. Aquí botamos la O. Drop is that, botar, quitar. Okay? And for, botamos la O. So fur.
Fur.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I know English, or at least Americans are so
It's so
lazy.
funny because everybody makes big effort to learn English, or after have to forget it.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
It will
I
be better
agree.
if we learn what you really want to use. Well, what you really are going to use. But
Yeah, I know. At least in speaking, right? Because in writing, there are not too many rules that are broken. But yes, when we speak, a lot of rules are broken, a lot of words change. But that's the like way of learning, right?
exactly.
Okay, let's continue.
And everybody studying English should know these. Let's take our sentence again and talk about the real pronunciation of it. This is for work. 2 words are longer. This, work, and 2 words are shorter. Is for. This is for work. This is for work. So it's not.
Okay, let's try to practice that. Let's divide in 3 sections this sentence. This, repeat after me, please. This
This,
is for
this,
It's for
work.
work.
Very good. This is for work.
This is for
for
work.
work.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, now she's going to explain a little bit of the like pronunciations or reductions of these words. Let me go back.
This is for work. So it's not is, but is. And it's not for, but for. This is for work. Rhythmic contrast. So as we go through the 100 most common words in American English here, we're going to talk about rhythm and reductions at the same time to make sure that you're learning the correct pronunciation, not the full pronunciation, which is rarely used in most function words. Okay, let's start at the beginning. The number most.
Sorry, this is another thing I wanted to explain.
Teacher,
Here we have, yes, Pablo.
that means that this is better to learn the not the full pronunciation. Is the the
Exactly,
opposite.
exactly.
But what is the reason that the books learn? No, sorry,
Teach.
teach the full pronunciation.
Because at the beginning, when you are learning, if you listen to the reduction right away, you may get confused by how you write the word,
Yeah, okay.
okay? And also, if I speak to you with a natural pronunciation and with the natural pace that an American person has, you are not going to understand me at the beginning,
Yeah, okay.
okay? This is something that you have to learn once you already manage English as an advanced person, like in the level you are, okay? When you know all the grammatical rules, when you know about contractions, when you know about the different tenses, the past, the present, the future, when you have all that information ready in your mind and you know how to create sentences, then that's the opportunity for you to start molding or start perfectioning the way that you speak.
Okay, got it.
Okay? Because at the beginning, as I mentioned, if I speak not rapidly, because rhythm is not about talking rapidly, it's talking fluently without a lot of pauses. That's important, okay? Natural doesn't mean you are going to speak rapidly. Natural means that you are going to talk in like a fluent way without making choppy sentences, right? And you are going to deliver your idea with the proper time. Okay?
Okay.
All right, perfect. Any other question or comment?
No.
No.
Okay.
Mm.
No, so one more time. We see the word function over here, or the terminology function, right? Okay, the correct pronunciation, not the full pronunciation, which is rarely used in most function words. So if you remember, right, function words and content words. Remember something very important. Most of the function words reduce. Okay? Most of the function words reduce. Okay, with that idea on mind, let's continue.
Function words. Okay, let's start at the beginning. The number one most common word in American English is the. In a sentence, it will become the. Very fast with a schwa. This is when the next word begins with a consonant. For example, the most. The most. It's usually pronounced with an E vowel, the. If the next word begins with a vowel or diphthong, for example,
Okay, we have that first rule or first word, the word the, right? So you have the sounding like I'm going to put this, okay? No es dea, right? Pero es una combinación de D y A, porque no es de. Tampoco es da. Okay, es the. Hay una combinación que es algo que ella mencionó aquí en el video, el schwa. Esto, aunque pudiera sonar como un schwa, eso me suena más como a ese video del bolito que salió diciendo ¡fua! O sea, pudiera sonar como que muy chistoso, pero el schwa, el schwa es algo que nosotros en español no tenemos. Es como la combinación de dos vocales. En este caso tenemos la combinación de la E y la A, donde no suena A, A, sino con intermedio.
Ah,
There you go. Okay?
ah,
It's not it's not it's So, the.
no.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
So it is pronounced like the when the next word starts with what?
Vowel.
Very good. No, sorry. This is for the other, the,
Oh yeah. Sorry.
with a consonant. Okay? For example, the ball. Okay? The bottle. Let's see. The flowers in my room. Okay? Or the sister of my boyfriend. Okay? It will sound like this, the schwa, when the next word starts with a consonant. Word, sorry.
Teacher,
Yes?
I understand that there are a lot of consonant that could be mixed.
What do you mean?
For instance, in this case, de with the schwa, da, But there is another example with the consonant that are integrated between them.
Uh-huh.
There are another example.
Dog. Let's see another one. We have, for example, beach.
Mm,
Okay. Where you hear you write EA, but it sounds like beach.
but
Beach. It's not
the
each.
okay, but the schwa is only integrated with e and a
No,
consonant.
no, 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 no. No, you can have also the integration of other vowels.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
got it.
Okay, perfect. All right, and this word is going to sound like D, when the next word starts with what?
With the diphthong.
Vowel or diphthong. Okay, she's going to explain a little bit of what's a diphthong. But diphthong basically means, for example, there are some words that start, as you write them, they start with a consonant, but how you hear them, they start with a vowel. That's basically a diphthong.
Okay.
Okay? So you have a word that starts with a consonant, you write a consonant, but you hear a vowel. Okay. Any question about this?
No.
All right, let's continue.
I'm not sure about the difference between dia or D.
Okay, the D.
Mhm.
The D.
Do is pronunciation and D.
It's also pronunciation.
The difference is when it's in follow for a vowel or a consonant, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. Okay, let me go back.
The. If the next word begins with a vowel or diphthong, for example, the other, the. The most important thing about the pronunciation of this word is that it should be said very quickly. The cat. It should never be the cat, the cat. Always the cat, the.
So if you identify it's even, sometimes it's just like the pronunciation of the letter D, right?
Yeah.
What we learn at kids, right? The P's it's p, p, p. The T is t, t, t. So the D, right over here of it's the cat,
Yes.
all right? The cat. Can you say that fast? The cat.
The cat.
The cat.
Very good. Okay.
Very fast. The next word is be, and I assume this means the verb to be conjugated. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are. The important thing to know about these pronunciations is that they will almost always be said in contraction. I am becomes I'm. Said very quickly. I'm. Sometimes you'll even hear it as just the M sound. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You see, it's what we were discussing with Rodolfo, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have the contraction, but even the contraction reduces in sound. So it's not I'm sorry, it's I'm sorry, and even it can be like I'm sorry. Okay? Even more reduced. Okay? All right.
Mhm. This is a natural pronunciation. You are, your reduces to your. Super fast. Basically, no vowel. Your, your. You're going to be okay. Your. Very fast. He is becomes he's. He's. She is she's. She's. It is it's. It's. Sometimes we reduce this even further. We change a sound, we drop the vowel. We say just ts. It's cool. It's awesome. Have you ever heard that? It's cool. It's raining.
Here we have another reduction of a contraction. Okay, so in these are the type of words that when we speak, we cannot identify. So we're like, what did she say? Or what did you say? Right? So these are the kind of words that we have to train our ear, how other people speak, so that we can understand that. Okay? Now, I'm just going to explain something. Because basically we started the video and you joined by time. We're not going to watch this video fully, so I really recommend you to watch this playlist because it's not only one video, right? Watch this playlist as you can take note of the words or take also note of what she says because as you saw, she explains about reduce. What is reduce? She explained about function words. What are function words? In other videos, she is going to explain about content words. What are content words and what are the type of content words? So I really recommend you to watch this video, okay, with time, take note not only of the words, but also the pronunciations. How do you hear them? If you hear fur, that I think that fur sounds like an F and an R together. So you write that. School, what, how do I hear? Oh, like a TS. Okay, so this is the sound, right? And take note of those little details. We're going to watch a little bit more of this video, at least until 7:40. Then I just want to know, Rodolfo, if you're ready to take the oral test so that we can take it after.
I suppose is well, I must confess I not review anything, but the most possible is to for tomorrow I be exactly in the same point. That's why it's better to take the exam today.
Okay. Okay.
Don't worry, it's okay.
All right. So let's do that. We're going to continue watching the video until 7:40. We stop, right? I share with you the playlist and then I'm going to stay just with Rodolfo to take the oral test. All right?
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
It's a common reduction. We are, we're becomes we're. We're running late. We're. Very fast. They are, their becomes they're. Very fast, the vowel changes. They're. They're okay. They're. Word number 3.
Sorry, just something important that I needed to mention about they are in the contraction. It also may sound like there, okay? The demonstrative pronoun there. The full pronunciation, sorry, is there, but it can be reduced to there, okay? That would be like there, right? Or even I would put it like this, der, because it's just the pronunciation of the D and the R together. So this word is similar to they are or their, that when they reduce, it's der. Okay?
Mhm.
All right.
They're okay. They're. Word number 3, to. Almost never pronounced this way. To. We use a reduction. The vowel changes to the schwa. T. Said very.
You see, Pablo, here we have another schwa, right?
Yeah.
It's not in this time because we're not saying t, it's t. So it's a combination of u and o, right?
Yes.
We don't say to, we don't say to, it's t.
Okay.
Very good.
Quickly. And sometimes the true T at the beginning changes to more of a D sound or a flap T. Let's go to the beach. Go to the, go to. How is to being pronounced there? Ra.
Gora.
Very good. Here is another important tip. The pronunciation of the T. True T and flap T. The true T sounds just like that, like a T where you release air. Si ustedes se ponen a hacer este ejercicio, denme un segundo, quiero ver si mi cámara funciona porque necesito que me vean. Ok, si hacen la pronunciación de la T y ponen su mano acá, T, van a sentir aire. Right? So, true. Or two. You are going to feel the air release. Okay? So, let's say that the true T is normal T with air release. Now, we have a stop T. That this one, I don't know if you've heard of the pronunciation mountain. ¿Han escuchado esa pronunciación?
Yes.
Que se escribe básicamente así, vea. Mountain. ¿Ok? Mountain. Acá, esta T tiene doble como pronunciación. Porque no hay no hay un release de aire, no hay un escape de aire total al final, porque hay una pausa. Mount. ¿Qué es eso? Eso sí es muy difícil tal vez de entender porque no lo tenemos en español. Es más que todo cuando usted hace la forma de la T, o sea, mount. Si usted lo hace súper despacio y póngale coco a cómo va su lengua formándose. Mount está abajo. Mount y sube. Luego de que sube, ahí es cuando viene el aire y sale. Mount. Pero la stop T es cuando hacemos la forma de la T, pero la T se queda, o sea, la lengua se queda arriba y no pasa aire. Mount. ¿Ok? Otro pudiera ser amount, por ejemplo. Amount. No estoy diciendo, I'm not saying amount. Estoy diciendo amount. Esa es una stop T. No release of air. Okay. No release of air. Okay. And the flap T. If I tell you the same sentence, let's go to the beach. How do you hear the pronunciation of a T here? Let's go to the beach. What's the pronunciation that you hear of the T?
Like an R?
Like an R. Exactly. So the flap T sounds like an R. Go to. Go to. No decimos go to. Go to the beach. Now, the flap T happens when T is in the middle of two vowels. For example, go to the beach. We have the O of go and we have the O of to. Okay? Go to the beach. Go to the beach. Yesterday we had another word. Do you remember, Rodolfo, what was the word that you told me? Oh, I had a British teacher, so she told me that.
Oh,
I don't remember
settings.
which was the word.
Settings.
Oh,
In
that's
British,
right.
settings.
Setting.
American settings.
Exactly. Even though we have two T's, we have one vowel before and another vowel after. So here we have another example of a flap T. Settings. Setting. Okay? So remember, the T has three sounds in English. The true T, which is the full pronunciation of the T with the release of air. The stop T, which is basically you stop, right? The sound, and you don't release air. And then the flap T, that it sounds like an R. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Let's just listen one more time to that example and then we stop the video. Just one sec. Okay.
Let's go to the beach. Go to the, go to, go to. How is to being pronounced there? Ra, ra. Go to. A flap of the tongue and the schwa, said very quickly. Go to. Go to the beach. It's nothing like to, is it? Of. Again, we don't fully pronounce this word. It's not of. It's of. Schwa, very light V, said very quickly. And actually,
Okay, and this is the last thing I said. The word OF is not off, a full F pronunciation. Actually, it's a V pronunciation of. You see? Cuidado. Cuando ustedes dicen off, están diciendo esto. De apagar. Okay? Turn off the lights. Okay? Now, listen to these.
Turn off the light. Turn off the light.
We have off and we have of. Turn off the light of the kitchen. You see that? One more time. Turn off the light of the kitchen.
Turn off the light of the kitchen.
Of, exact. So we have off, and here we have of. Turn off the light of the kitchen. Okay? So careful. The word off, of, it sounds like, it is pronounced, sorry, with a V, not with an F. Because if you pronounce the F, people is going to understand you are talking about this word. Okay?
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
So, guys, I really recommend you to watch this playlist whenever you have time. Please try not to watch the video in a moment where you are doing something else, okay? When you watch these videos, try to focus just on the video, okay? Because it has a lot of information that probably it's new for you, okay?
Okay.
Even though the words are very common, okay? The words, the 100 words are words that you already know. And what she explains, or when she explains, there are a couple of words that are very important to pay attention to, okay?
Okay.
All right, let me just share with you the list. Here, copy, and I'm going to send it on WhatsApp. Okay?
Yes.
If you have any question about the video, you can ask me. I don't have any problem. Even if I don't get to be your teacher, if you watch your videos, if you watch the videos from Monday on, right, or on the weekend, and there is something that you totally didn't understand, you can still text me without any problem, and I will be more than happy to help you to understand even better the subject, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. All right, the link is already on WhatsApp. Tomorrow we are going to continue with the rest of phone vocabulary, okay? And today we finish over here so that I can continue with Rodolfo. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you guys. I didn't plan to teach you those videos today, but I think that the opportunity just came up because of the conversation, sorry, that we were having with Pablo. So I think it was a very good opportunity to teach you a little bit more of the correct pronunciation. All right.
Okay, teacher.
Well, if we don't have any more questions, then that's it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Pablo and Telma. I'm going
Thank you.
to hear you tomorrow. I'll stay with Rodolfo.
Okay. Bye.
Perfect. Bye.